here from Generation Waterford. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to tune your guitar. To tune our guitar, we're going to use Guitar Tuner. You can download Guitar Tuner onto your phone through the Play Store or the App Store. Or if you're using your computer, you can get a web version by searching musician.com/guitar tuner. You should do this now, as we will be using it later in the video. You can pause this video and rewind it as many times as you need to. This is a good idea to make sure that you understand everything before moving on to the next part. Before we begin, let's recap on what we learned about the strings of the guitar. The guitar has 6 strings. From top to bottom, they are E, A, D, G, B, and E. The sentence that we used to remember this was elephants and donkeys grow big ears. The top string is the low E string for elephants. The next one down is A for and. The next one down from that is D for donkeys. The next one down from that is G for grow. The next one down from that is B for big. And then that brings us to the bottom string, which is the high E string for ears. Remember that the high E is the first string and the low E is the 6th string. When you're holding your guitar, the high E is the one closest to your feet and the low E is the one closest to your head. Take a moment to study the image on the left. This shows us which tuning knob each string is attached to. Now take a couple of minutes to point out the strings on your own guitar and follow each one up the neck to find out what tuning knob it's attached to. Each one should match the image shown on the left. It is important to do this before moving on to the next part of the video. After studying the last picture and your own guitar, you would have seen that we have 3 tuning knobs on the top part of the headstock and then 3 on the bottom. The 3 on the top are E, A, and D, and the 3 on the bottom are G, B, and E. Now we have 2 ways that we can tune the string, up and down. For the E, A, and D strings, if we want to tune the string up, if we want to make it higher, then we would tune that anti-clockwise, the opposite way that a clock goes. So listen to see, if I turn that anti-clockwise, it gets higher. And then if I turn it clockwise, which is the way a clock would go, and from where I'm looking, this is the way a clock goes, it gets lower. And that's the same then for the A and the D string, because they're all on the top part of the headstock. And then for the G, B, and high E string, if I want to tune those strings up, if I want to make them higher, then I have to tune them clockwise, the way a clock goes. So that's me turning clockwise, and it's getting higher. And then if I want to tune that down, if I want to make it lower, I tune that anti-clockwise. Okay, so remember, for the 3 strings on the top 3 strings, the E, A, and D, which are those tuning knobs on the top part of the headstock, if I want to tune those strings up, I turn the tuning knob anti-clockwise. If I want to tune them down, I want to turn them clockwise. And then for the 3 strings on the bottom, if I want to tune those strings up, then I turn them clockwise. And if I want to turn them down, I turn them anti-clockwise. Those are the opposite way around to the other 3. Okay? For this part of the video, you're going to need to open up Guitar Tuner, either on your phone or on your computer. And this is what it's going to look like. Now we're going to start with the low E string. And when I play that string, Guitar Tuner will detect which string I'm playing, and it will tell me, it's telling me now that that's too low. Okay, so I need to tune that up. I need to make that higher. And remember, with the top three strings, with the E, A, and the D, to tune those strings up, you have to turn them anti-clockwise. Okay, so this way is anti-clockwise. From where I'm looking, going anti-clockwise. Now it's showing that it's getting higher. It's getting closer into the middle where it needs to be. Getting closer now, and then it's telling me that that's right. That click, and that green tick will tell me that I'm right. Okay, so next we move on to our A string. Okay, so too high now, way too high. So with those top three strings, if I want to tune them down the way, then I have to go clockwise. Okay, getting closer. Oh, it went a little bit too farther. And now I'm right. Okay, and now the D string, too low again. So tune that up the way, going anti-clockwise to make it higher. And you should keep playing the string as you're tuning it as well, so the tuner has a chance to hear it. Okay, now, next G string. Okay, way too high. So now remember, with the bottom three strings, if I want to tune them down the way, then I have to go anti-clockwise. Okay, so with the bottom three strings, clockwise is up, anti-clockwise is down. Okay, so G, way too high, so I'm turning it anti-clockwise. And you keep playing that string so the tuner is able to hear it. Now I'm getting closer, and there we go. Okay, and now to the B string. Too low, so I need to turn that clockwise to make it higher. Again, I'm playing the string as I'm tuning it up. And I'm right. And now finally the high E string. Getting higher. Okay, and there we go. Sometimes you might see that even as I'm talking now, it's jumping around. That's just because it's detecting other sounds in the room, or it's detecting sounds from cars outside or whatever. So you don't need to worry about that. But just remember, as you're tuning the string, as you're turning it up and down, keep playing the string so the tuner has a chance to hear it. And that's it. That's all there is. Okay, so best of luck, guys.